Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to a brand new video today. For today's video is another video for Tranmere Rovers. Tranmere Rovers have now announced a manager who is going to be taking over for the next 10 games for Tranmere Rovers. So we've got a manager in, which is fantastic. We've got Pete Wild in with Adam Temple, who is the assistant manager. My thoughts on that: I think it's a good appointment for Tranmere that we brought in a manager that we need, because obviously we could actually possibly go down. Hopefully that does not happen. But from what I've seen of Tranmere, we've not been great in the last few games. We've been dreadful. We've lost 11 games out of 12, which is dreadful, but we need to start winning games. If we can do that, that'll be fantastic, but we need to be realistic now, because we are in a dogfight, we are in a relegation fight. Can we stay up? That is the main thing that we need to do, and we need to be a lot stronger. But going into the next 10 games are massive for Tranmere, and especially Pete Wild. But for me, obviously, from what I've seen of him as manager, I think he's okay. I don't think he's great, but I think he will do, obviously, for the next 10 games. But me being realistic, from what I've seen of him, I think he's an okay manager. Obviously, he's been at a few other clubs. The clubs he's been at, obviously, he started his career at Oldham in 2017, I think. And then after that, he stayed at Oldham for about 2 seasons, obviously being the caretaker manager and obviously being the manager. But other than that, he after that he went to Halifax, and I thought he'd done okay. Obviously, got in the playoffs, which is very good for them guys, because from what I've seen of Halifax, they're actually a good run club, and obviously they've got some good players in their team. Obviously, when he was there, but can he do it, and can he develop into that? Obviously, when he did go to Barrow after in 2022, obviously from what I've seen of him, I thought he'd done a very good job there. Obviously, just missed out on the playoffs 2 times, but for me, at least he's actually trying to get their team into the playoffs, which is very good. But for me, being realistic, I think it's a good opportunity for him to see what he can do with the Tranmere Rovers team this season, which I just hope we can actually start winning games. That is just what I want to see: winning games and a good performance. That's all I want from the Tranmere Rovers team. That's all I want, and see how we can do and how we can develop. Adam Temple is going to be the assistant manager, who has been with him at Fleetwood and also Barrow. When he went to when Pete went to Fleetwood, he was there in 2025. He had a few games there. Obviously, he done very well in the start of the season, but then obviously the last few games he wasn't the greatest. But honestly, I think it's a good opportunity for him to see what he can do with the team, and hopefully he can actually keep us up, because that is what we want to see. Obviously, a manager that can keep us up in the Football League, because we don't want to go down and play the other teams like sort of Southend, I can't think who's down there. Rochdale, but they're possibly going to come up. But something like that, obviously, Forest Green, you never know. But something like that, we need to step it up and hopefully get a win. But from what I've seen of Pete Wild, obviously, he's been a manager, obviously, at Fleetwood. And now we have Fleetwood coming up this Saturday. So, for me, this is a massive game for Tranmere, and we need to win in games. We need to start winning games. And if we can do that, fantastic. But we need at least 3 wins. At least 3 wins to keep us up, because that is going to be a massive appointment if we can do that. I think if we stay up, I think he will probably get the job. But you never say never. What could happen? Is Ryan Lowe gonna come in for next season? I'm not too sure what's going to happen, but if Pete Wild can sort this mess out, I think he would possibly get the job, and hopefully that will happen. Obviously, from what I've seen of Pongson is going to be like the one. He's going to be still at Tranmere Rovers, but not with not the assistant manager or the manager. So honestly, that's good news for Tranmere Rovers fans, because obviously fans do not like Pongson. From what I've seen of him as a manager, I think he's awful. He is so bad. But honestly, going into this game against Fleetwood is another big game. Let's just hope we can do that and not obviously get a win. So my thoughts on that, I think it's a good opportunity for him. So I'm not going to say, oh, he's this, he's that, because I've not really seen him manage for a team like Tranmere. So hopefully we can actually do what we can do. But for me, I'm just going to say one more thing. If you guys have seen Pete Wild manage, let me know down in the comments down below, so I know what he's like, and obviously, is he a decent manager or is he not great? So honestly, I just want to hear from Barrow fans and Fleetwood fans, because he's been there, or possibly Halifax fans. If there's any Halifax fans, watch my channel, and obviously that would be very good if they can do that. So I'll see you guys into the next video. My next video will be out on Thursday for my preview between Fleetwood versus Tranmere Rovers. Even though I'm not going to be there, I will be listening to it on the radio. So hopefully we can get a win. Come on, you guys, let's go and let's get the win on Saturday against them. But even though before that, Fleetwood have a game against Cheltenham today, so honestly that could be different, because they might have a different team when they play Tranmere, so we'll have to see what happens. So see you guys in a bit, and otherwise, Corn you Rovers, let's go.
Like and subscribe to Alex Duncan, yeah?
Yeah. Cheers, baby.